So I post trading educational content, I post trading psychology videos, I live trade regularly. Essentially, I claim to be this trading educator, but today I took a dog shit setup and my psychology was my downfall. And I should have taken my own advice. The advice that I preached to you guys in my videos, if I had listened to it, I would have been better off. So today we're going to talk about what happened this morning. Essentially, there was a 2-minute IFVG where when it was forming, I literally knew that I should not have taken it. I'm going to show a clip of me on stream real quick. There's this 2-minute here. I really don't think I want to take this 2-minute just because like we're not delivering from like a 5 or a 15-minute gap, and also there's no SMT at the low. So if you didn't hear me say, I pretty much said we're not delivering from anything significant. I knew that I should not take that setup, but what do you think I did 2 minutes later? I kind of want to take it. I know I originally said there's no like SMT or delivery from a gap, but that's such like a V shape right back up. There's a pretty good break even point.
Order filled.
Okay, so I'm in there. Honestly, I mean, yeah, I guess maybe I should have stuck to my original plan. Like, we never SMT'd the low. We weren't delivering from a 5-minute gap.
Stop filled.
So yeah, I ended up taking that setup. So I'm not saying that it was a crazy bad decision, but I'm not proud of that trade, right? Like, I cannot take trades where we're not delivering for anything significant. Like, it's not like I over leveraged and I full ported my account, but if I keep taking trades like that over the long term, like, I'm not going to be profitable. I mean, yeah, it's like you still waited for the highest time frame in the current leg, and there was a drawn liquidity that you believed in, and I had all these factors going in my head, but honestly, like, there's checkboxes that should be met for me to take a trade. And yes, you could argue, like, oh, you should have some checklists for me to take a trade. Honestly, like, I just need us to be delivering from something significant, right? So in this case, my stop loss should be protected, right? Honestly, the thesis behind every single trade is there's a higher probability of us hitting my take profit than my stop loss. In order to do that, I need to determine a high probability drawn liquidity, and I also need to take a trade after my stop loss should be protected, right? There's no reason for us to trade back to my area, right? So today, there really was no reason why we would not re-sweep my stop loss. We literally did that and delivered right back up, and I had to take a re-entry after we stopped me out. But yeah, so essentially an IFVG alone is not enough. But why'd that happen? So I was getting FOMO, and so the first trade that I took before this, I actually got stopped at break even. I took longs. It came really close to hitting my TP. Now I'm retrying longs. So I thought, oh, you know what? It stopped me at break even. I want to get back in this. It's going to fly away without me. I saw displacement in my direction. And don't get me wrong, that was a very good candle closure. Like, it inverted the gap with a lot of like force. It like had displacement, right? So I love those V shapes. It immediately inverted the gap. But when you like zoom out and think of the context, it's not there. So I'm feeling FOMO from, honestly, I'm still on evaluation. I want to get back to funded. There's people in my chat too that'll be like, oh, like what stack are you trading right now? And I'm like, oh, I'm back on evals. And I just hate saying I'm on evals. Like, I don't want to be some eval warrior. And on top of that, I need money. Like, I have bills that need to be paid. And like, I've increased my risk on these evals lately. Like, I've actually gotten like a set of payouts lately, and I want to scale. Like, I am really confident in my trading at the end of the day. But I figured the best way to scale, instead of going from 3 to 5 accounts, is I'll just increase my risk on evals. I'll maybe trade a little heavier on the funded account, and then just try to go for more payouts, maybe get a couple more payouts on 3 accounts. From there, transition to 5 accounts, right? But yeah, I mean, I just feel like, and also I feel behind in life, honestly. Like, I'm 26, I'm going to be 27, and I'm still kind of struggling, honestly. So all these things in mind, sometimes it kind of comes out where I force setups where it's like, oh, well, if I feel like if I can call a draw on liquidity, I want to be involved and I'll do anything to get in, where I almost kind of break my rules, where it's going to hurt me in the long term. And I can't let that happen, right? But the important distinction is, like, my thoughts don't have to be how I act on the chart, right? Like, that's one thing that I preach. It's like, just because your mind tells you to do one thing, like, I basically succumb to my FOMO. I succumb to my thoughts, right? And we're all human. I'm not saying that's never going to happen, right? Like, there's no human that has 100% win rate. There's no human that makes no mistakes. But I obviously got to take this as a learning experience, right? Like, I have been incorporating more discretion into my trading in the way that, like, for example, I used to only trade IFVGs, and now I also trade CISDs, which are change in the state deliveries. And when I do take CISD entries, I give myself the option of either market ordering if the RR is there, or I'll set a limit at the CISD and wait for a pullback. Also, I took an IFVG entry the other day where I actually waited for a pullback. I limit ordered the IFVG where I typically am like market ordering off that candle close. I figure honestly to improve as a trader because I'm always trying to be 1% better every day, always trying to improve. I feel like part of that is allowing myself to have a little more discretion. I have all this market experience. I've literally been trading almost every single morning since like early 2023, like NASDAQ futures, maybe mid 2023, somewhere in there, right? But I've been trading NASDAQ futures for a very long time. So um, I feel like I've earned discretion. I don't think newer traders really deserve discretion. I know it sounds kind of crazy to say, but I feel like discretion you kind of earn with market experience. Um, so yeah, I kind of allow myself to do these things, and I feel like I've gotten to the point where I've given myself too much discretion, where we weren't delivering from anything significant, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to use my discretion to take this. Like, no, Tim, I want to go back there and slap myself in the face. Like, no, you can't do that. You like discretion is something that can be used, but you can't avoid having an unprotected stop loss and take a trade. Like that's not how trading works. Like you're decreasing the probabilities of your win rate, you're decreasing your net expected value by doing stuff like this, and it's not acceptable. So in the process of being 1% better every day and learning, this is a learning experience, right? So how am I learning from this? Obviously, every single time I take a trade, my stop loss should be protected. Every single trade I take going forward, we need to be delivering from a 5 or a 15-minute gap, or ES should be delivering from a 5 or a 15-minute gap. There's one alternative, okay? We could be sweeping some form of liquidity. So like let's say we sweep London session lows, Asia session lows, or maybe even if ES is sweeping London and reacting off of it, I'll take a trade in NQ, right? But I have to have some narrative in here. There's some form of liquidity sweep that happened with some form of inversion. And if we're doing some pullback, we fail to sweep out a low and there's not clean structure, I'm not taking trades like that because I got myself chopped up today like that. I should have ended the day break even. I took 3 trades this morning, okay? 2 of them were break even. One of them edged my TP. The other one is break even, but that loss should not have happened. And it honestly pisses me off, right? I also need to acknowledge the FOMO I'm feeling. Like, I'm not saying I don't acknowledge it, but if it seeps into my trading like this, I kind of got to take a step back and be like, hey, Tim, like, your job as a trader is like, you know, like, for example, like, honestly, like, so I work a 9 to 5 job. I work a part-time job, and they always tell us like when you clock in here, like whatever's happening to you in your life, put it to the side, right? Like you had some argument with your spouse, you had an argument with your kid, you had an argument with your parent, whatever happened, you're in a bad mood. You gotta put it at the door because like you're clocking in and you're gonna be talking with customers, and these customers, they don't. It's not their problem that you argued with their spouse this morning, right? You can't take it out on them. It's the same thing with like trading, right? We have a job as a trader to execute properly, right? If I come here and I'm like, oh yeah, well, this happened and I have these feelings on my mind and I'm all emotional, like the market does not care about what happened, what's making me upset, what type of emotions I'm feeling. I need to execute properly regardless, right? And at your job, if you can't do the job, you call out sick, right? So if I can't execute properly and I feel my mental is too messed up, that means I'm not going to be trading, right? Because trading in bad conditions, in a bad mental space, either or, right? Trading in a bad mental space or in bad market conditions, right? But that's a recipe for disaster for you to lose money, right? Profitable traders are not only defined by what they do on winning days, but they're also defined by what they do on losing days, right? Do they walk away from the charts after one win? Do they sit out certain days because they recognize it's bad price action? I'm not saying that I necessarily should have looked at today's price action and be like, oh, this is dog shit, I'm sitting out and not trading it. But I do think one of these trades shouldn't have been taken. Like honestly, like I'm not the type of guy, like I think I said this before, but I'm not the type of guy where if somebody else on social media says, oh, if you took this 2-minute IFVG, you're a donut, right? Or if you took this trade, you're an idiot. Just because one trader on social media says something does not mean they know everything, dude. Everyone trades their own model. As long as you know that your model has a net expected value, like you believe in your system, you've tested it, you know it works over time, you're constantly analyzing. Don't listen to other people, dude. Like, you don't know exactly how profitable that guy is. Everyone's got their own systems. Like, certain people love taking trades toward LR, for example. Certain people love like mech model trades toward the unfilled 5 15-minute gaps, right? Like, they could tell you your trade shit. You have a totally different system, and they're looking through the lens of one specific trade. You should be viewing your model over the longer term, right? But I feel like that was pretty much my yap. So just to conclude here, like, I'm human. Honestly, I'm still gonna feel emotions. I'm gonna feel FOMO again. It's just more about recognizing it and not letting it affect my executions. Like, it kind of just helps for me, like, to kind of recognize, okay, I'm feeling FOMO. This cannot affect, like, I need to know when I'm taking a trade. If I look back on this trade, will I feel proud of it? Do I have protected stop? Do I have a good break even point? Do I have a good TP? Is the risk to reward there? Like, I love to think when I take a trade, from a third person point of view, if I were to look back on this trade, right, 2 hours later when this session's over, and I explain this trade to myself, would I think this is a good trade? Because sometimes when I think from that lens, I'm like, damn, I'm forcing this trade right now. Like, we never swept the liquidity I said I wanted swept. My original plan's not happening, and I'm just forcing it, right? So just recognizing at the time, and I'm human too. Like, honestly, I beat myself up for a bit. Honestly, I don't know why. I was getting kind of pissed off where between the executions and when I was live streaming while trading, dude, my chat was acting up where like my chat kept freezing and I couldn't fix it. And like, I don't know why. I feel like all these things, I was just getting pissed off. And there were people in like, there was one dude in my YouTube comments section who kept like just telling me I should be bearish, I should be bearish, I should be bearish. Like, and he was saying it on all caps and he just wouldn't stop. I don't know why. It all just got to me. But yeah, I just got to be more mindful and just trade the charts, not with your heart. If you've ever heard that expression, right? So I'm human. I mean, I'm gonna feel stuff like this. I'm probably gonna make mistakes again in the future, but I gotta minimize those mistakes and make them as few as possible, right? But yeah, I feel like that was pretty much my whole talk with that 2-minute IFVG I took. So yeah, I mean, obviously I didn't make a crazy bad mistake. I didn't full port my account. I didn't go outside my plan, take a crazy trade, but I'm not proud of that trade. I think there's a good learning experience here, and I will take something going forward. And also, hearing me talk out loud, I hope you guys could take something going forward, because this is how the best traders think, right? I'm not saying I'm the best trader. If I did say I'm the best trader, that would mean I'm a bad trader, because I always need to have a mindset of improving, right? Like, I'm analyzing today's price action, how I performed, and I'm like, damn, I could have done better. Tomorrow, I'm 1% better, right? But if you guys were not aware already, I do live trade for free here on YouTube Monday to Friday at 9:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely come pull up, hang out with me, trade with me, see me take all my executions in live time, see me give my analysis, all that type of good stuff. 9:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube Monday to Friday. Definitely said that before. Also, if you guys are looking to get fun with a prop firm, discount code TIMB272 at all major prop firms such as Lucid Trading, Tradeify, Apex Trader Funding, My Funded Futures, Alpha Futures, all the prop firms. Also, if you guys are looking for a trade journaling software, I love TradeZella, code TIMB272. For a trade copier, I love TradeCopia, code TIMB272, 30% off it. It's 30% at Trade Copia and 20% at TradeZella. But discount code TIMB272, definitely take advantage. It does help support the channel. But if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button down below. Leave a comment with your thoughts. I definitely want to hear. Do you still think I'm a donut regardless for even recognizing I'm a donut for still taking this IFVG? Shout out Dodgy. He always calls everyone a donut for taking bad IFVGs. Also, hit that like button, subscribe for more free live trading, trade recaps, trading psychology, prop firm reviews, all that type of good stuff. But if you watch this video all the way through, best of luck in your trading. I appreciate you. Peace out.